Peace and light, peace and light, peace and light. It's knowledge the mind. This is the Mind Body Nexus Grand Rising. As you can see, I'm out. And now this is the time of the day I like to come out because this is the time that I could be one with, you know what I'm saying? This is peace. I just like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you look around, you see everything. Like, it's peace. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no negative energy around. Nobody staring you down. Nobody judging you. Nobody got a problem because you got your hair weird a certain way. Or you know. And I understood. I used to tell myself, oh, I don't like people. And I know you thinking the same thing, like you don't like people. And it's almost like that sense a worldly person would say, damn, you cold hard. And I used to go, and to this day, I still do probably sometimes. People call me cold. And the reason they call me cold because they don't understand. What you call it a misunderstanding. You're not understanding probably certain things I had to experience. The way I perceive reality. So if my perception of reality is different, my response to certain things would be different too. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, if I have remorse for all living life, rather if it's a friend or enemy. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to mope over an enemy that wanted to see my demise neither. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, that's the difference in my perception of the way I see things. That means if an enemy was to fall short or something was to happen to an enemy, I wouldn't be cheering and gloating about it, but I wouldn't be sad about it neither. Because at the end of the day, I felt like, well, hell, maybe that was me being protected from the universe, that the enemy is out the way. Now I ain't got to worry about the enemy doing nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially people who are provokers. So, I mean, people say, you just cold and callous. Nah, I see things differently. When you look at things from a religious perspective, the way they taught us to look things, turn the other cheek. If your enemy slap you, turn the other cheek and let them slap the... Motherfuckers really literally took that literal. That's not what it really meant. You know what I'm saying? It just means if a person gives you issues, it's best to avoid them. And it's best to kind of just... Basically, when somebody's trying to cause a problem in your life or try to provoke you, it's best to ignore them. But if somebody actually put their hands on you, you have to protect yourself. That's common law. That's natural law. Just like if you walk up and slap a damn bear or a tiger, guess what's going to fuck you up? Now, for people to say, oh, you can't defend yourself in this day and age, the reality we live in, that lets you know that man's trying to alter the natural way things supposed to be. If you do this, you gotta have some proof of self-defense, or somebody do this, or if you do this, or and I know some of y'all young men understand that the system is set up against us, and I know this from my own experience. You know what I'm saying? I know this from my own experience. It was a time, and like I said, this is just an example. It was a time when I was sitting minding my business, an altercation or something broke out. Knowing there's 1,000 witnesses around seeing all that man right there quiet, mind his business. When he do speak, he always speaks some deep shit, and he be speaking real literature, real knowledge. He's not a bad person. But then you got people that sit around and just watch and they don't say nothing. Most likely they jealous. So when they be like, what happened? And then you not in the crowd, you a loner. You like to hang alone. So a lot of people need people around them for witnesses or validation. And the way the world is, they feel like if a motherfucker's in the group, maybe they wasn't, like back in my day, and I ain't nothing but 30-something years old now. I'm not old, but I'm older than most. I'm older than what I was yesterday. Let's put it like that. I'm a day older than I was yesterday. I remember hanging in a large group of people that always spelled trouble. Remember, motherfuckers see you in a group of people, that's who the ones that used to fuck with was the ones in the group. But now, in today's age, you getting fucked with by being by yourself. The world has turned evil. I be by myself all the time, and motherfucker always look at me like I'm doing something wrong, like I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Just like it was an individual. This individual is always trying to make me out of trouble, and I said, and for you individuals that experience the same thing, a person that always trying to make you out of trouble, they just got to make every little thing seem like it's trouble, that's a person that look at you as truth. You're nothing but truth. And there was an individual said, I can't, and me, I rarely talk. I only talk unless I'm provoked to talk. Most of the time, I'm off to myself in the room somewhere I'm quiet. So when a person says you're trouble and you know you're quiet, that lets you know that person's truly trouble. They only dislike you for the simple fact of the matter, you bring the truth to the light. The person kept saying, you talk crazy. You talk, got this thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? I barely even talk to you. What the fuck is you talking about? I said, bro, you see through everything. They know you can see through them. You can see through the men they date. You can see through the women they date. You can see through a lot of shit. So people don't like you around because you're going to bring it out to the opening. So in reality, they're going to try to make you seem like you're an issue, not because you're a problem, just because you hold a divine light that's going to reveal a lot of shit. Remember, we live in a dark world where the dark likes to stay hidden from the light. So when you have a light, people going to make you seem like you trouble because they got to keep you away. They got to make you seem like trouble to keep you away so they can make everybody else think, oh, yeah, he talk crazy. That's why he ain't around. He talk crazy. No, he's a light. He going to bring some shit to the opening. You don't want that to be exposed. Motherfuckers know. Like I say, and like I tell people too, don't let nobody project on you, make you feel like you're trouble, because I get projections all the time. All because of my uniqueness. All because I keep to myself and bother myself. Oh, you're trouble. Trouble to what? Trouble to your fuck ass ego. So I want all y'all that's watching that's motivated, but not my haters, because my haters probably watch these videos more than the people that support it. But for all y'all to watch this, don't let nobody make you seem like you're trouble. You're doing all the right things in life. You at where you supposed to be in life. Don't be trying to play catch up or make a person make you feel like you behind, or why you ain't got this yet? Why you ain't got this yet? Why you ain't got a car yet? Why you ain't got? Because it's not my time to do so. Whenever it is my time, I have that. But don't let people make you out of trouble. But the thing is, I do want to tell y'all to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do behind the scenes, whether it's self-development, self-reflection, self-evaluation. And then once you can do that, material life, suppose this physical world will fall into a place for you where it's easy to maintain things. Because I'm a type of person, I understand that I have the potential to conquer a lot. But I told myself this the other day. I said I have to conquer my mind before I try to conquer the world. Because if I don't conquer my mind, and once I conquer the world, and my mind ain't conquered, the world will conquer me. You get what I'm saying? That's why a lot of motherfuckers with money and shit, all these millions of dollars crashing out. Look at P. Diddy and all them, how they doing stupid shit. Because their minds wasn't in order before they got all that money. Motherfuckers just thinking about getting a lot of money and succeeding in life, and hey, I'm successful, I'm rich, I'm successful. Then fucked around and do some stupid shit now you talked about. Like, that's why it takes people. I told myself too, and I tell myself this all the time, I'm gonna be rich. I know I'm gonna be rich. Why I know I'm gonna be rich? Because people treat me a certain way. I said, why do people treat you? Gonna be rich? They say, spirits say they see a potential that you don't see, and I got to saying, what the fuck does that mean? And evidently I'm starting to realize what it means. Just like when I take my shirt off, I walk down the street. Sometimes I get hot and I take my shirt off, and yeah, I do work out. But I don't think that my body's all the way there. I don't think that I'm where I want to be with my body. I think my body still looks not the way that I want to do. I love my body. I'm not ashamed of my body. But far as like self-development, if my body is in the stage that I want it to be now, but I'm still not ashamed of my body. So when I come outside, there might be somebody that's a little bit bigger than you. And they'll have their shirt off and they'll look at you and try to size you up. And I say, why do people do that to me? And I don't even think that I'm better than them. But I say, why people? Because they think that you're better. You might not think that you're better, but people think that you're better. People show you that you're better by the way they treat you. When I come into a room, people have an issue. I said, why do people fuck with me? Why do people keep staring at me like that? And I used to think that damn, I said, I must be a handsome looking nigga because I can't be ugly for you to keep looking at me like that. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be real with y'all. I never used to think highly of myself like that in that light. I never thought of myself, oh, I look better than every nigga I come into contact with. And everybody I come in, I'm the best looking nigga. I don't think like that. I just look at myself as a handsome young man, got good looks, and that's it. That's all. Let's move on with life. When I come into a room, motherfuckers act different. They get to getting up, snatching bags, running out the building, crossing the street, getting mad at you, snap off. I said, God damn. I remember I was sitting in the park one time. There was a white guy. It was an Asian lady, a white guy, and another white guy. They had cameras with them. They said, have you ever thought about modeling? I said, no, I never really thought about that. But I said, thank y'all for bringing that to my attention. See, strangers will bring shit to your attention before a family member does. And usually family members are jealous. So that right there was showing me by the attacks, and God had to bring people that's going to be honest with me and let me know I got good looks. So God said you can understand why people attack you because you're a handsome looking man. And God said, ain't nothing wrong with you. I go into a universe say, I don't like saying God, that's the title. The universe said, ain't nothing wrong with you when you go into a room People look at you and they get the feeling insecure about themselves, so they have to attack you. People avoid you and stay away from you because your light shines bright. They had to attack you. People have to do things. They have to get material belongings. They have to get their hair done. They got to do all these things to try to match up with the energy that you have within. Oh, I bought this, I bought that, but you're still unhappy with life. Well, fuck what you bought. Still mad that I look better. You know, like shit like that. So I tell people self-development is a motherfucker. When you self-develop yourself, can't nobody make you feel low. A motherfucker come around, you be like, hey, bro, I got $1 million. You broke. Okay. But I can speak better than you, though. I can talk better than you. I got a high vocabulary than you, though. You don't got a vocabulary. See all that negative energy? All that drive, it's early in the rise, ain't driving like that shit. That's what I was talking about. Negative energy. Like, this negative energy is a lot of places. I can read the energy off cars. That was a negative person driving just by the way they were driving. You know what I'm saying? So when you have that gift to do shit like that, even these demonic spirits, they don't know what the fuck they reading, but they know something different about this nigga. Walk into a room. I'm pretty sure when you walk into a room, insecure man get to holding a woman's hand. And the dumb woman get to feel like she's validated, like, bitch, you stupid. Whenever your man get to doing that to you, and another man come in the room and he get to holding your hand like that, that don't mean, bitch, that you're special. That means the man that you're dating is insecure of himself and he don't think that he's a good man for you, or he don't think that he can do, or he sees something on me. He sees something on me that can potentially steal your attention away from him. So basically, in other words, when niggas do that, when another man walk into the room, he letting you know that man right there, I think is better than me. That's what he's doing. That's why he's grabbing your hand, because in reality, if a man walk into the room and I'm confident of who I am and I know who I am, I ain't got to grab my woman hand, because at the end of the day, she wants to go with that nigga, let her go. Care? But for guys that sit there and grab hands and all that shit, those niggas that think they possessive over the woman, they may not feel like they can get another woman, or I don't know. But that's something that a woman shouldn't be sitting there. A lot of these young girls, they gloat about shit like that. And then he gonna be beating your ass later on while you smiling, thinking that you special because he grabbed your hand because he seen me. Oh, I'm special. No, bitch, you got a motherfucker that's possessive and he gonna whoop your ass whenever he get a chance. Remember that. It's your boy Knowledge to Mind. This is the Mind Body Nexus. We speak truth. I'm out.